Okay, let's talk Turkey. So 2020, we have the highest number of Republican women elected to Congress, 32 ever. Of the 15 seats that went from blue to red, they were all filled by a minority, a veteran, a female, or some combination thereof. 11 of the 15 went to women, including 2 right here in Florida. Fantastic. Charlie talked about me being a first, but I think the more important firsts are happening everywhere we look. Joni Ernst, first woman ever to be sent to Washington by the state of Iowa, Republican. Kristi Noem, first female governor of South Dakota. You got, yeah, it goes on and on. It really does go on and on. You've got, and then we've got the first, I love this because, you know, that Joe Biden talks about, I got the first this, the first that, the first this. I got the first damn vice president of the United States to have a 28% approval rating too. So congratulations. Congrats. We have Young Kim and Michelle Steele, first Korean American women elected, and they're Republicans. We have Stephanie Bice, first Iranian American in Oklahoma of all places, Republican. We have Yvette Harrell, first Cherokee elected, Republican. So they love to brag about the first, and you may say, well, Kellyanne, how come none of us know that? Why don't we know that? Why didn't we hear that? Why don't we say that every day? Because we're humble, and because we believe in doing the work. We don't believe in broadcasting the people. We believe in getting the policy results. We're not out there trying to be the squad that doesn't do squat, famous for being famous. We're out there to get the job done. But I want you to take heart, because now we've always had great voters, we've always had great donors, we've always had great activists, but now we have so many people, including in this room, willing to put themselves, so many great women willing to put themselves right into the arena, not just outside the ropes, looking in and helping. And I think Ronald Reagan taught me, winners are people willing to lose. Don't worry about, am I going to win? Can I win? Of course you can win, but you can't win if you don't play. You can't win if you don't put your name on the ballot. 95% of school board members in this country are elected. Is the most elected position, non-appointed position in our country, school board. Get on there, ladies. Encourage people. Do you know the number one reason why women don't run for office? Nobody's ever asked them to. Nobody's ever suggested they be good at it. Guys, I love you, but you look in the mirror every day and you see the next United States Senator. We need to be asked, and every United States Senator sees the next president when he looks in the mirror. We need to be asked, we need to be encouraged, we need to be cajoled, we need to be asked a few times before we do it. But you can do this. And if you can't or won't or feel that it's not the right time and place for you, find somebody who can. Be that first donor. Be the first person who gets the petition signed. Yes, exactly. I see a number of you running. But we have, we're on track this year. We have over 250 women running as Republicans, and we have close to 250 men and women of color running as Republicans. And that's the greatest, that's right, that's the greatest proof that we need. They have Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, famous for being famous. We have Maya Flores, who just won in the Rio Grande Valley. We have Winsome Sears in Virginia. Julia Letlow, first woman ever elected in Louisiana. The list goes on. And it doesn't happen without you. Oh, Kellyanne, but I'm not a candidate. I can't do what you do on TV. I can't do it. And some of you actually have said to me even today, how do you do that on TV? Like, how do you talk to Jake Tapper or Chuck Todd? Or I'm like, well, I don't know. I mean, here's how. It doesn't even matter who they are. Donald Trump didn't say forgotten millionaire anchor sitting on a stick. He said forgotten man, forgotten woman, forgotten child. It doesn't even matter to me who's sitting there. What matters to me is that there are people all across this country who would never get that information but for us delivering it. And they deserve that. You shouldn't have to be able to pay for a fundraiser, have access to your member of Congress, or gone to a certain school to be able to access your government. And President Trump led what I call the democratization of information. Whether you liked every tweet or not, he needs to tweet like we need to eat. It's just about better choices. I ate my salad and I had half of my carrot cake, so it's all about better choices. But those tweets, and him inviting the press into the Oval Office, and him showing up in the briefing room, and him speaking under wing of the airplane, you know what? Whether you're a billionaire CEO, the welder on the job looking at his phone, a stay-at-home mom, everybody received a presidential communication instantly and free of charge. And you should demand nothing less as a citizenry. You should say, what the heck's going on over there in the Biden White House? You miss that transparency, that direct communication. Oh, but I didn't like this, I didn't like that. You didn't like what? A strong, resolute man of a president telling everybody exactly what was going on at every moment. I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, the White House I worked in, Charlie worked in, Tom Joanno, my right hand in the White House, and now still, the White House we worked in, nobody ever had to ask who's in charge and who's the actual president. Not one time.